Hello and welcome to how to drive on the motorway, mainly in the United Kingdom. So, you're going from sunny Warrington, as you can see, to Liverpool. Just a bit of a difficult pull out there, but... So the main thing you've got to remember on the motorway is take your own pace. There's a lot of idiots on the road that are distracted, especially with cars nowadays. You don't really need to do much. You don't have to change gears. Some of them you don't have to brake. Some of them you don't have to steer really because you've got lane assist and you've got the adaptive cruise controls. People are very distracted. So just stay at your own pace and enjoy. So, getting onto the motorway. Just go at a steady pace. I know some cars are a lot slower and struggle to get on. Luckily, I've got this gorgeous M235. But I'd say get on at about 60. But you're going to change your pace when you see what's going on in the motorway. You are going to adjust. So I can see there that there's a lorry in front, and then checking my mirror, there's nothing else to my right in the first lane. So I just indicate, and I'm in. It's that simple. And again, nothing in the right, so indicate in advance, and then change, and then cancel. It's really that simple. I'd say the main thing is, with indicating, do it in advance. Let people know what you're doing before you do it. There's like a pre-warning. And I can see he's braking, so I'm going to change again because I want to overtake him. There's no such thing as the fast lane, and as you go along, lanes are quicker. That's just how it turns out, but these are to overtake. So these lorries, for example, here, they're limited. They're only going to be doing, majority of the time, 60 miles an hour. And once you've gone past them, like I just have, you indicate and get back in. Now you're going to get motorways that are 4 lanes and 3 lanes. They're all the same. Exactly the same. And again, indicating to the left. I'm not in a rush. Rushing won't get you anywhere faster. You can drive as fast as you want, but that just increases your risk. So I can see that he's there, pulled over on the side of the road. I am going to change lanes. But that's because I know that I need to overtake him in that smart car. And there's cars here, which now I'm going to keep an eye on. Because I know there's a junction coming up where people can get on. And it's a very short slip road. So I'm going to watch, because that blue car and the white lorry may move over to this lane to make room for the cars coming on. As you can see there, the slip road. But I'm just going to stay in my lane for now. There's no cars coming on, so it's okay. You can just chill. I overtake the lorry and indicate and move in. In the UK, by law, when overtaking a lorry, you don't actually have to indicate back into that lane. You don't. As surprising as it sounds, you don't. But I choose to let people know what I'm doing, and so that there's no surprises, and I don't cut anyone off and cause problems. And you see, this car here is exactly what not to do. He should really be sat in this first lane. He's not overtaken anyone. And he's been in that second lane for a long time. But that's okay. You're going to have people that are going to lane hog. You're going to have people sat on their phones. It's not a surprise. But you just have to keep concentrated. Even though it's quite simple as just Most cars cruise control. This car doesn't have it, but I'm not changing gears. I'm not doing anything. I'm mainly just staying in my lane. But keep an eye on your surroundings. And especially coming up to a junction like this and an exit, I should have said. Cars are going to jump in, like him in front. So don't go right up someone's bum, because someone might jump in front of them and then they brake. And that's how accidents happen. So I'm getting off here because I'm going to Liverpool. So I'm just going to indicate left and change lanes. It's that simple. It's that simple. And I'm not in a rush, so I'm just going to stay in this lane. There's cars like that are going to go in the right lane and overtake, but that's okay. We're not in a hurry. And I think a big thing that people overlook when traveling is leave extra time. I'd personally rather get there at a steady pace and not have to rush and just chill. And if you get there a bit early, great. Go grab a coffee. Go through some emails. I don't know, whatever you do. But that's fine. Whereas in times where I have rushed to places in the past, your judgment's not always as good because you're more focused on getting there as quickly as possible. And now I'm going to indicate right, and I can see that van's behind me and this red car's going to come in front, so I'm just going to leave him a bit of room and move over to the third lane and take my indicator off. It's that simple. And move back in. And we're relaxed. And I can see on the other side there's a speed camera, which is another reminder. Don't speed anywhere. You're just going to get caught. Or in an accident. Doesn't get you anywhere that much faster. It does cost a lot more money though. The amount of fuel you drink is not worth it. So just chill. 70's fine. Most people do speed on the motorway, and that's fine, but just stay in your own lane. It's that simple. I don't know if you guys caught it before then, about a mile down the road. There was our beautiful St. George's flag, which are being posted around the country at the moment, and it is a beautiful thing. But again, don't let that distract you. And also, remember that other drivers might be distracted by that because they're looking up. Now, this is 4 lanes. And this may look like I'm lane hogging because I'm in lane 2. However, this lane is turning into an exit. And it goes back to 3 lanes. You can see there on the sign in front, the shorter one on the left for that lane is to just get off the motorway. Whereas these 3, you can see there, M57, M62, that's going towards Liverpool. It's going west. So I want to stay in this second lane. But motorway signs is something it's quite easy to understand if you've ever got sat-nav fail on you. Just read the signs. Also, if you don't know where you're going, slow down. You can go 60 on the motorway. Go 60. Keep an eye out for signs. Look where they're pointing. And indicate early if you don't know where you're going. If you're trying to take an exit, just indicate, move over, let people know what you are doing. And you are going to get idiots on the road that just don't indicate. I don't know why. I think it's just laziness and probably a bit of stupidity. But indicate in advance. It's that simple. So now, this is a perfect example. This lane is coming on the motorway, so I indicate right after I check my right mirror so I can get over here so they can all get on without having to adjust their speed dramatically. They can just relax, and after we've gone past them, I check my left mirror and I can see that there's a good gap, and I indicate, and I move over. It's that simple. Now, a rule of thumb I do, but this is personal preference, you don't need to leave this big of a gap, but I wait till I can see their headlights in my center mirror. You're going to see them first in your left mirror, but center mirror leaves an adequate gap that minimizes the risk of anything going wrong. And again, look at that beautiful flag. But also look at all the drivers. Keep an eye on what they're doing. As you get later on in the week and later on in the days, you're going to notice some drivers are a bit all over the place like that. They're swerving. If you see someone like that, hold back. Let them do their thing. They could be drunk. They could be on drugs. You don't know. People like to party on the weekend. And again, I'm going to indicate right and move lanes because this guy's going a bit slow. And we're chilling. Now I'm staying in here because I'm overtaking him. And after him, I'm overtaking them. Which does look like lane hogging, but it's not. This is fine. But you see the silver Mercedes? He should have really moved over. Because look, he's just sat there in the third lane. Luckily there's no cars coming that are trying to rush. But that's okay. Just remember to pay attention to what you're doing. You can roughly track people on the road. And it's another one with vans, for example. A lot more likely to be on their phone. Keep an eye out. And whenever you're near an exit, keep an eye out for people that just take it a bit late because they don't know where they're going, they're not fully sure, and indicate left and I'm back in the first lane. It really is that simple. Now, there are good courses for when you pass your driving test, such as Pass Plus, where you will be taken on a motorway. And I would advise for that because the motorway, as simple as it is, as it's just 3-4 lanes and you're going mostly in a straight line, they're wide lanes, you are going upwards of 60, 70 miles an hour. And there is a very heightened risk. There's a bigger risk that if you crash, you die or you're more injured. But just relax, but don't relax too much. Put some music on, but make sure you can hear your surroundings and just keep checking your mirrors. Just glance at them, right, middle, left. Know what people are doing around you. Know their style of driving. And you'll enjoy your time on the motorway. You'll find it relaxing. And safe. That is a gorgeous sky up there. Praise to the Lord for that beautiful creation. Look at this wilderness. Look at the trees. Look at the skies. Isn't it beautiful? So I can see on my left here that there is a guy trying to get into the motorway. But he's quite a bit far back, so I can just chill. I don't have to do anything. He's got plenty of room. And I'd say with cars, distance-wise, you're going to have different areas. So you will get chevrons, for example, which I'll put on screen now. Some motorways have them, and usually it is a 2 chevron gap. But other than that, if it's a motorway without them, do about this. About a 2-3 car length gap. That's fine. Obviously, I would vary it with your reaction times because of braking distance. But you see I'm going to Liverpool here, so I need to be in the middle lane because this lane is going to Southport. It's that simple. Just relax. And this is a lane where you're going to have people undertaking that are going down there, but you just ignore them because they're going a different way. It's fine. And usually, if you're on the normal motorway and you're not near an exit, and someone undertakes you, you are doing something wrong. You are probably in the wrong lane. For example, if you're in the middle lane and someone undertakes you, you should be in the left lane. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to overtake you. Undertake you, my bad. And thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you need any other tips or sort of driving lessons or car reviews, leave a comment down below. And I'd like to end it off with John chapter 3 verse 16, probably the most well-known Bible verse in the world. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him will not die, but have eternal life in heaven. I hope you all have a blessed week and that your driving is safe. Amen.